I'm Dottie the Psychic, and this is
Nicole
and Adam
from Sacred Yana.
So, I know we were talking, of course, we talk a little bit before we start these live streams, but you have like a catalog, you have like a full event schedule coming up. Tell me about what's going on.
Want to go? You want me to go?
You get right ahead. I'll chime right on.
Okay, so this week we have a huge sale going on. June 11th, which is this Friday, marks our 1-year anniversary. COVID opened up during COVID. So on Friday, June 11th, we are having our ribbon cutting ceremony with the Chamber of Commerce. So we open our shop usually on Fridays at 11 a.m. So we're going to open up at 11. We have Gwen joining us, who will be doing energy bars, I believe. Chrissy from the Wellness Haven, who will be doing chair massages. She's awesome. Our friend Danielle, she does a tie-dye and handcrafted dream catchers and other items. She'll be attending this event. And Miss Flora Santagata, who does paintings and wands, we are an exclusive shop for her items. She will also be here. So in that, at 4:30, the Chamber will do opening ceremonies for us. We will have our ceremony for that. And then at 7:30, we are set to have our new moon manifestation gathering. We do not hold these every month. We're also going to be having some foods and stuff. All of the refreshments are free.
I'll be making hot dogs.
Adam's cooked. Woohoo! So at 7:30, we're going to get started with our grounding ceremony for our new moon manifestation gathering. For anybody who's not been up to one of those, it's very awesome. I think this time around with the solar eclipse too is a great time to participate. So we've got papers that we hand out. We work on gratitude, talk about, things that are going on. We do a collective reading for everybody that attends. It is $5 per person, and that's just a donation to the shop that helps us supply.
Can I tell something?
Oh, please.
It usually comes with a disclaimer, because usually she makes somebody cry. I mean, it's not a bad cry, but usually somebody.
I understand that. I completely understand that, because I tell you what, you can tell the quality of the event by how many people leave the psychic table crying. You get at least a couple.
I asked somebody. I've been doing this for 20 years, and I actually had somebody leave after a reading the other day, like walked out from his the group that they were with, and just disappeared. And Lynn later called me and was like, can we talk? I'm like, absolutely. So, you never know what you're going to get, but Adam always makes fun of me that I need a disclaimer on the wall and out there at the tree. But so we'll do the collective reading, which we started doing this year. And then I'm actually in the process of writing a meditation for everybody. That's something we've only done once before for the double full moon that we had back in October. So super exciting event. The shop will be open, providing readings to anybody who's interested beforehand if I have the time. If not, we can do them after the gathering. So we have a big day planned on Friday. Obviously, Saturday we are going to be at the Weston Town Hub from about 10 to 2. So if anybody's not been down there yet, please stop down and check everybody else out. There's a lot of wonderful vendors down there, and we've enjoyed participating in that event down there. The third weekend in June, we are starting our children's classes again. So this is the children's mindful classes. It helps teach our kids about being aware of their, how to calm themselves, how to be present and aware in each moment. We work on crafts. We talk about our feelings. We do a lot of fun things. The kids last year, even though we had COVID, we had quite a few kids, and they really seemed to enjoy themselves. I'm also in the process of writing a class for the basic understanding of tarot. So that will be coming up in soon. And I've actually had a lot of requests lately too for a chakra class. So that too is in the works for probably the end of June. So once those are set and I'm ready to roll with those, they will be posted on the Facebook site, as well as our website and whatever other social media aspects we're using at that time. Can you think of anything else?
You know what? If you can just, sounds like you've got so much going on. What days and where are these going to be?
So Friday, June 11th is going to be here at the shop at 834 Old Mill Road in Weston. We are right up from the old label factory, the first residential property on the right-hand side. It's a red house that we you can't miss us. Some people do, but you really shouldn't. Then Saturday, the Weston Town Hub, we're going to be down at the what is that building called down there exactly besides the Weston Town Hub? It's right beside the Moose, downtown Weston, across the river from the Sane Asylum. Then all of our classes that we hold are going to be held right here at Sacred Yana also.
That's really cool. So, tell me a little bit more about the shop.
Go ahead, Adam. Take a minute.
Okay, well, we got pretty much anything you could want. We got incense, we got rock stage. We just got a little bit of everything. But I don't know what time.
Okay, so all right, so this is what I'll say when I talk
candles.
We do. We carry when we start. I tell you that we started off last year. We had 2 shelves. That's it. No shit, 2 shelves. And this year, the world opened up and it was like kaboom. And we have been fortunate enough to come across some fabulous people from all across the world. So we have rocks that are being crystals, gemstones being imported from basically the mine sites almost, and then stuff that is getting carved and cut and sent here to us. So that's been an awesome experience because the stuff that we get in is 100% authentic. We are very, very bitchy, to put it bluntly, about where things come. So we do cards, we do books, as he said, incense, candles, altar necessities.
I mean, it's
everything.
You come in here, it's hard to tell what you're going to find. Like there's a little bit of everything. I think you'll find what you're looking for.
And here's the thing, this is the great thing about us, is if we don't have it, let us know what you're looking for, because 9 times out of 10 we are able to get it in. With this ribbon cutting ceremony this year, Adam and I have been working our tails off because this space is not very big at all. We have another part of the building and we've been working really hard to get it remodeled in time for this grand opening. So we have some more painting to do tonight and some floor to lay, which ought to be interesting. And we've had remodelers in here doing a lot of things. So the space that we have for anybody who's already been here, we are cram packed and like just totally, like, you can barely turn around in here right now. So we open up that other side on Friday for the grand reopening. All these other things that we've talked about getting in. I mean, I don't even know. We have
the reiki table we're going to be bringing over.
Yeah, so one side's going to be like pretty much apothecary. My readings and personal services, along with reiki stuff, chakra balancing, auras, all that kind of stuff on one side, and then the shop. And some of the shop material will be, our retail services will be on both sides. So we are expanding significantly. We are probably quadrupling our space as of Friday.
Wow.
Yeah.
So just because you've been to Sacred Yana doesn't mean you know what it looks like.
Oh, hell no. After Friday, no.
You come one week, next week we have all new stuff. We have stuff coming in weekly, so we keep it revolving.
Yeah, and honestly, a lot of the stuff that we get in, pick and choose certain items, I guess, but it doesn't stick around very long. So if you see us running a live feed on Facebook and you see something you're interested, my best advice to you is to get on it. I had a couple people here today that were looking for things that we've been sold out of, and we're just, we gotta wait to get more in because we're so full right now until we get to that other side. So, yeah, we've got baskets sitting on shelf space.
I'm sorry, my dog's crying.
Aw, a puppy. No crying.
Yeah. So, how do you do your readings? Do you use cards, or do you do a spiritual reading? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. You're right ahead.
What's wrong?
Maybe he or she wants to be on going on too. They're like, oh, Sacred Yana, let's check this out. So reading wise, I do a little bit of everything on that front too as well. I do a general reading. A lot of people simply just go with a general reading. I do mediumship. I've been communicating with those that have passed since I was 5 years old. I use cards. I use pendulums sometimes. Honestly, I have a lot of people coming in going, we tarot. And I'm like, look, I've told y'all, like, I'm going to do the tarot class. The tarot class is to teach symbolism, the sun element,
Okay.
the
I
association.
apologize for that. I really do. Just my dog can't stand to listen to him cry.
That's all right. No worries. But the tarot class is to teach the associations with the cards. But the reality of the matter is, whether you have cards or, crystal ball or whatever it is, whatever your divination tool is, you don't need it. I learned firsthand when we did the divination night with Gwen for the season finale. I had screwed up the time because I was so busy running around like a crazy person, and I started.
remember that. I remember that because I think you're supposed to come on right after me, and I'm like, my time just keeps on going and going. I'm like, okay.
Well, because I was in the car and I had no tools with me, and I'm like, listen, like, you can out yourself. So I did my reading from the car and without anything. So, I tell people, like, yeah, I can use my cards and I can use all these different things. And if that's what you want, that's fine. But I could sit here and stick somebody up. I've had people like with their auras, they can say, see your aura, whatever, but I can read a person just by sitting there with them doing their aura. I don't need a tool to do that, but I typically do use cards for the most part, and I don't use just one deck. I will switch them up during the course of the reading.
Right. So do you use them more like a filter, or do you kind of use them for inspiration? Or because I know you said that you don't need the tools, so how do they factor in? How do you factor them in? I know how I do.
Simply, I use the symbolism again. To me, my intuition, what I have learned over the last 20 years is the symbolism that we attach naturally to ourselves in our subconscious as well. Then plays out to when you throw a card down. I might see something and I'm like, oh, wait a second. That makes me feel like blah 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 blah. There's association attached to the person that you're reading for. So that's primarily what I use the cards for, is simply symbolism that may add some insight to what I'm already getting.
That's cool.
Also, like, I just did a reading right before we jumped on here, and I'm saying these things, and after I say them, and the cards are jumping out of the decks, I don't pick them, and no sooner I say it, there's the card. I'm like, there you go. What I just say. Like, I feel like I'm repeating myself. So.
If here's the things about being a psychic that here's some things they don't tell you about being psychic. Somehow you're going to be a therapist.
Oh yeah. I don't charge enough, I guess. Maybe, I don't know.
Apparently. But you also get to play everybody's mom just for a minute. Like, yeah, you can tell me what you like, but this is what I see.
Well, I do. I have people that come in and they're like, I love it when I get mothers and daughters. That's probably by far my favorite, because, like, I read them all, blah, 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 blah. And they're like, oh, no, not me. And the daughter's sitting there going, the hell, that's not you. And like nodding her head the whole time going, so, I just laugh. I'm like, okay, people, deep down in, like, these people know, if I'm saying something that hits a nerve or whatever, they know, I do it just simply, my job and what I do and why I do what I do is to help people, plain and simple.
Right.
I spent years working in the corporate world. I spent years working in nursing. And my desire was always to help other people. But I did it at the expense of my soul. And then after losing my job in 2019, I just came to a very big realization that, oh yeah, I could make money and be miserable, or I could serve my life's purpose and be happy, and the rest would figure itself out. And
girl, I feel red now. I'm in the middle of leaving my old job, right? I used to be a nurse too.
It'll work out. It'll do exactly what it needs to do for you.
I'm really hoping so. I'm thinking it will. I'm gonna be a full-time psychic. So check me out.
That's great.
I do love what you're saying, though. I do love the whole journey of it. Because it is. I've not been there yet. I haven't been up to Weston.
Oh, you definitely have to come by. We'd love to meet you. We both love meeting everybody. And Adam and I get mushy. Adam's an earth sign, so he's, grounded and stable in that regard and thinking about point. And there's me, who's the Scorpio. with the deep running emotions. So we do perfectly balance each other out. And I just said to him yesterday, I think it was, like, with all of this going on, we got a shop of the year with the Rowan Temple of Light, which we didn't know about until Saturday. We had no idea what was going on. And then, in the past year, we've gotten a letter from the House of Representatives in DC about our efforts in helping people during COVID.
Oh, wow.
People that come here, we've had the paper right about us. We have the ribbon cutting ceremony. And then the people that come back to the shop, I tell people they don't realize, like, they come here for our guidance and we do the very best that we can do. But what they don't understand is that they too are lessons and learning for us. So when we say to everybody how grateful and thankful that we are for them, they don't grasp how much that really truly does. Because they're opening up to every personal faucet in their life and giving that and divulging that to us and trusting and having faith in us to see them through whatever their situations might be. But it's been very humbling for Adam and myself to know that we're able to have such an impact on everybody else out there, and that, our efforts here are not, they're not in vain, they're being seen. So
that is really cool. That is actually really super cool. I want to come visit now. Like, I'm gonna have to figure out what time in August I can come, because I have to come up and see you guys sometime in August.
Absolutely. Just let us know. We'll be here. We live here. We work here.
So tell me a little bit. What is your favorite item in your shop?
Adam, that's all you. You like to order stuff.
Favorite item right now in the shop. I like them all. Man, that's a hard question. You put me on the spot with that one.
I have thousands. I'm not thousands of items in the store.
Are we actually on camera, or are we on, like, radio, or like
We're
meant to show?
Yeah, you
like,
can see.
Yeah. If you want to show it, tell you what. Let me see if I can.
Second.
Joe, can you make it work?
Oh, he's going over to see what he can find. Oh my God, who knows?
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna get like a camera swing.
Maybe he just walked over to see. He's grabbing something. Oh shit, Adam.
That's always a good thing to hear.
Listen,
What is about to show up on my live stream? Should I be worried?
Let me tell you something. I tell everybody I am brutal and blunt to the point. Can you turn that light this way so they can see the shimmer? Can you hold that and do that?
And this is this huge druzy calcite specimen we got from India. It weighs probably 27 pounds, and I mean,
Oh wow,
it's stellar. It's layered. It's absolutely layered. You can see the lines, like right here. You can see the lines in it, and it's over is that calcite?
Yeah,
it's over calcite in there, and I mean, it's literally like a big chunk of calcite with nothing but a complete coat of druzy in on top of it, all over it.
That's really cool. That's really, really pretty.
We have so many of these rocks. They come from India, and we got so many. We're actually looking to purge some of them. So
since it's our anniversary, this is the perfect time to celebrate. We're
literally giving them away this week. So if you want some kind of rocks like this, we got bigger, smaller. Come on down, and we'll make you a deal, and we'll get you something good to go home with.
Yep, everybody needs an India zeolite. Absolutely. So yeah,
that's
good
cool.
stuff.
It looks like a brain. It looked like a brain. I'm not gonna lie.
On the camera, I could see how it would, but I'm going to tell you, if you've seen this baby in person, Sydney, one.
What's your favorite?
Well, if we're going to pick out of the zeolites, I want that blue cow Sydney on the third shelf. Wait till you see this. It literally looks like a river. I swear to goodness, it is just stunning.
Cool.
All right, come on over here. All right, guys, can you see that? Oh, hold on. Here we go. I can see if I can see you. Hold on. There we go.
Oh wow, it does. It looks like a miniature, like a almost like where you put little fellows on it, like a. I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, like.
This is a blue cow Sydney apophyllite still by piece. It's 17.2 pounds. It's 15.8 inches wide, $395, and I can guarantee you that if you come in here this week, or on Friday, we'll make you a hell of a deal on that beautiful piece because it
But
belongs somewhere.
If you were in Tucson or
Buy a
wherever they
Roma,
sell
that's
these,
what
this
I
would
was
be
looking for.
$1,000 piece.
Yeah, if you know, we, like I said, we have been very fortunate to make these fantastic connections with people across the world. If you were to go out west to get a piece like that, you're looking at $1,000. Like, no shit. $1,000.
I believe it. I believe it.
Yeah. So, you know, we make friends everywhere we go. So, especially Adam. Yeah, we try to keep things, you know, price wise, guys, you'll see too, like certain things, you know, they might be a little more expensive, but you'll see our prices go up and down because we go by what we're able to get them for and what the market is. So if we get a deal, you're getting a deal. And we work really hard to make sure that what we get in here is extremely reasonable given the market. You know, we have some Bumblebee Jasper left, not too much. But you know, that was a big thing for a minute. Labradorite was expensive for a while. So, you know, we do our best to get the best prices in here so we can pass that along for everybody.
That I can appreciate that.
Everybody, you know, it's like, you know, not everybody's in the same realm, and that's we acknowledge that, and we want people, like, if you're, it doesn't matter what, you know, financial level you fall in, like, we just want everybody to be able to, you know, have a piece of what they need to help them on their journey. That's our biggest.
And I'll just go ahead and say, because usually after we do something like this, because we're a rock shop, we'll be like, oh, Dottie, they'll say, you got any Motivite?
Let's know, please.
We can. We don't keep it. It's pretty expensive. We can definitely get it.
Yeah,
but
that's one of.
Go ahead and throw that out there because I can already see it coming.
Yes, that's very true. Absolutely. Motivite, yeah, we can get it in. We don't keep it on hand. Another thing, though, I will say to you all is get over the goddamn Motivite craze. If you want something good, not saying that Motivite's not, don't get me wrong. Agnimantite, that is the way to go. It's not as expensive as Moldavite, and I think
I thought it was a geological joke. I thought you're talking like motivation, like.
Oh no,
no.
It's a Tektite rock. There's a big phase going on right now because of TikTok. Somebody made a TikTok about it. It brings it's a transformation stone, and it brings up stuff in your life that you better be ready to deal with. So it's
if that's the route you want to go, we got Agnimantite here.
And some Libyan desert glass.
Yeah, we got Libyan. Yeah, he's starting to get a lot of Tektites in, so we got a lot of cool stuff. We got towers. Oh, here, can I tell everybody about the sales we got going on this week?
Yes, tell us about the sale.
All right. So towers, we've got towers that are big. We got towers that are small. The tallest one we have is 12 inches tall. It's rose quartz. They are this week only. It ends on Saturday. Buy one, get one half off. That's a killer deal. And of course, this is on equal or lesser value. Incense, you buy 3 boxes, you get 1 free. Our hem are $1.99. Nag Champa is $2.25 a box. Tumbles, we've got over 50 varieties of the tumbles, and we've got, I think, about 15, maybe more now, of the rough cut. And they are buy 4, get 1 free. All of our candles, which are Reiki infused, they are 20% off this week. Palm stones, buy 1 half off. Tapestries are 15% off. We have beautiful, it was 22 pound. We have a 22 pound free-form Labradorite. It's amazing. And those guys are 20% off, and so are the amethyst. So excellent deal on those. Our West Virginia logos are going to be 15% off. You are not going to get a West Virginia logo in lapis, or what's the other one?
Orange calcite.
Orange calcite anywhere else in the world. So get that while you can.
So now's a good time to start Christmas shopping.
You're damn right it is. Yes. And our spheres are all 15% off. So lots of good stuff. And then, like I said, Adam said, we're going to give you some really awesome deals on the zeolites this week. We want to take some home. We got lots of pretties and more to open. And, we got megalodon teeth too.
You say that your grand opening is, when is your grand opening again? Reopening?
Friday. Yep, it's Friday. 3 days.
Okay.
4:30.
Yep, at 4:30.
It's our grand reopening.
Well, yeah, reopening.
So if you guys want to see any of this stuff before it gets sold, you need to get up there at Friday at 4:30.
Yes, and tell you that we folks, yeah, that's exactly, there's our WE logos. You got it.
That's awesome.
Thank you, Joe.
Thanks, Joe. We might hire you.
I did. I do not regret it.
We're also looking to expand online. That's another avenue. Online, we're missing out on a big revenue market right there. So we're looking to expand and go all over the country with the online and advertising and stuff. So that'll be soon. So that's something else to look forward to.
Yeah, we just needed to get all these pretties in, so we had a place to put them. I mean, we can't really throw the kids out of the house to use their rooms for storage. So, you know, it's either remodel or make the kids leave. And I don't think they're old enough to self-sustain. So,
Okay. Well, you know, you got to keep them around for a little while.
a little bit. But
So tell me what, okay. So I know you're up in Weston. That's near the Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, right?
Mm-hmm.
we're about 5 minutes from there. So
That's really cool. What's it like to live in a town that, you know, renowned for what it is?
Adam?
Oh, I've lived here all my life. I gotta say, I've never been in there. I'm gonna have to plan a trip. Plan a trip there.
36 years later.
Yeah, I'm 36, and I've never been in there. But I love living here. I just love the nice and quietness and our little piece of land here on the other side of the road. We got neighbors on the other side of the road, but we're the only ones on this side of the road. It's just nice and quiet, and I like living here. It's a nice place to meditate. I like it.
Me?
I know it was a beautiful land out there because I went up to the asylum once. I did a video on it, but it was really beautiful area.
It is. It's, you know, they're working to revitalize that Weston Town Hub project. They're working to revitalize the area. And it is, like, I'm originally from Pennsylvania. I moved 2 years ago and came here, and I fell in love with West Virginia. Like, to me, Pennsylvania was never, it just never felt like home. I also imagined myself at the beach somewhere at some point. I didn't know, but ended up here like, oh, well, this is what I'm going to do. And it's by far, it's home. And we love it. And, you know, we have the business, and the town is awesome. I hope they, kind of like a plea out to the officials of the state and of the county and the city, you know, do some cleanup and support your small businesses so they stick around and bring jobs and revenue into the area so we can get some stuff straightened out.
Yeah.
I think I talked to them about recovery, actually.
Well, I mean, that's something that we are looking to offer. We haven't really started it yet, but it's in our repertoire. I got all the tools needed too. We just need to come up with a price point and get that online. And we'll be offering a spiritual recovery. It's kind of something separate. Other than your 12-step programs, it's kind of something else to help people in recovery. It's what I found that helped me was more of a spirit-based approach and working with crystals and all that kind of stuff. And we're working on establishing some kind of a program to help people like that. So
to the medical aspect of it, you know, 12 steps, it's a great program in a lot of ways. I think it's a bit cookie cutter though. Any research that's ever been done, if you take a look at 12 steps and if you couple it with a holistic approach to therapy, the success rate for the long term is much higher in recovery, whether it's alcohol or drugs or whatever. So the idea is when you join 12 steps or go to a doctor to get assistance or a facility, they are very helpful. And I encourage everybody that would be struggling to do those things. But what they do is they work on the medical aspect of the body and the substance and the addiction itself. Whereas the holistic approach and metaphysical approach works on the human side of it and the spirit and soul side of it, to help the person understand what it is that keeps them tied to the addiction, what started it to begin with, and how they can use their own personal soul purpose to help recover from it.
and just how to live a better life and
Right.
manifest all the things that you want in life by law of attraction. So
We actually have a question. I'm in St. Albans right now. That's my area.
St. Albans.
oh, okay. That's where she's at right now.
Shannon said there you go. Thank you, Joe.
Stones from learn to rap as part of his recovery. Great idea to add this element. Awesome.
Yeah,
See, and that's the idea, is like,
find something you love to do, find something to keep you
Yeah.
busy at that.
you know, I feel like, I always feel like I've been very, I don't know if it's Mercury retrograde or me, or if I'm hormonal, who the hell knows.
It is
But
very Mercury retrograde right now. It's very.
I just have all these
retrograde.
very quality. But my plea to this is very simple. You know, I do a lot of teaching with other people here about being vulnerable and, you know, getting over our fears, and do some blog posts on the website. I've done some videos on it, you know, and I just want to remind anybody that's out there, if you have a friend or family member who's struggling, or if you yourself struggle with certain things, you know, if you've ever listened to Breanne Brown, she does a lot of talk. She's awesome. It teaches us to get over the guilt and the shame, and allow ourselves to be vulnerable. You know, we internalize a lot of those kind of things. Like we feel, you know, like we screwed up, or we don't see our self-worth, or whatever it might be, or we feel less, you know, valuable to the world or to ourselves. So, you know, when you find things like wire wrapping, or, you know, something, it builds back up that confidence. You begin to find your worth. You begin to realize that you are an asset to the world, or even just to yourself, or to the people, you know, closest to you. And I think, you know, things like that, that's awesome. I'm so glad that he was able to do that. But you need
My
to
dog's crying again. I'll be right back. I'm sorry.
That's okay. But to have those constructive things to do to help you fill your time and find a purpose will make it better.
I'll tell you, I've tried to wire wrap before. It looked pretty easy, but then you actually try it, it's a little bit more difficult than you think. So
that'll teach you some patience.
Anybody that can master the props.
Definitely. So what else can we say? We were gonna do. No, what else? We got all kind of stuff. I don't even know where to start sometimes.
I was talking about wire wrapping, like, so if anybody out there knows how to wire wrap, they can get a hold of us.
Sorry about that. Yes, everyone loves a Luther. Dave Luther's gonna come and say hello. He's.
Hello.
You mind? There you go. He's done. Here, jump up on the bed for him, baby. Come. Nope, you're just gonna talk crap. Okay. I do love my dog. Sorry, guys. Dogs are a mess. They're like children. They are like children sometimes.
Agreed.
Lucky they're cute. Okay, so I know we talked about your events coming up. We talked a little bit about the shop. So what inspired? You said that you used to be a nurse, and you decided that you just wanted to start this shop. And what led up to that?
So I worked in the nursing field. I wasn't a nurse. I worked in the nursing field for many years, and then I went to corporate and worked for law firms and different things like that. Did a lot of traveling. And I'm going to be honest and say that I manifested my layoff unintentionally. I complained to him all summer that my soul was drained. I was exhausted, and they were all a pain in my behind. And November rolled around, and they're like, "Oh, by the way, here's your pink slip." And I was like, "Oh shit."
It's like, you're the reason that happened.
So I had to look at myself for a second. But you know what, though? I mean, I made really good money. I was very fortunate to be in that position. I moved up in the company quickly, but with my price tag also came, do we need to pay you that much? So they let me go, and I felt a huge sigh of relief attached to that. But oh shit, now what am I going to do moment?
Right.
I have a lady that I've mentored under for probably 20 years or so. And she's in Pennsylvania, great friend of mine. Don't know what I'd do without her. She was having some classes and doing some things. So I took a trip up there and decided to take this class once a week. And I come home and I said, I have to make a manifestation board, Adam. I said, what do we want to manifest? And I had a couple thoughts a while before that about this building here. You know, it was covered, it was like a storage shed for all kind of crap. And I took pictures of it. And he said to me one day, it's pretty creepy you're taking pictures of my place. And I'm like, well, we aren't together a year yet. So he's kind of like, what the hell are you doing? But I'm like, doesn't this sound like a good idea? So we started kicking it back and forth, and we stuck it on a manifestation board in February of last year. And we had $60, a bank account, and an idea. And here we are.
Man, I tell you what, that's really cool. It's really cool that you're following your dreams, and it's really cool that that's a hell of a story. That's like, I would read that book. Actually, I'd listen to it on audio. I'm not gonna lie. If you podcasted that, I would definitely listen.
It was in the middle of COVID too last year. We just had all this free time, so we started painting this building, clearing it out, and started ordering some stuff. And it is what it is now. But we came up with the idea because there's nothing really for people kind of like this, like anywhere near here. I mean, Morgantown, there's a rock shop up there. A little further south, I think there's a shop down in Beckley. But just right here in north central West Virginia, there's not. I mean, there might be. I don't know. But as far as I know, so we get people that come from all the counties around us. So
we've had people show up from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And we actually just had some people come in from Detroit. So.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you have them from all over.
We do.
Mm-hmm.
We've done some orders and stuff through Facebook to people in Florida. Was it Wisconsin? I think was the one. Yeah. We're a hot commodity.
Yes, that's the way we like it. So I'm really excited about this. I definitely want to check it out.
Please do. We'd love to see you in person. We like people stuff. Like,
Yeah. Now that we can do that again, and that is, I mean, good use of your placation.
We had our days where we were lazy and didn't do anything during COVID. Then we had days we'd come over and go, oh, here, let's get a paintbrush and get to business. And Adam basically had the building, and we both had the thought. And I don't know. I want to say we just kind of celebrated our own little anniversary. And I told him before, and I'm gonna get mushy. Sorry, guys. Sorry, Adam. The one
we
thing
like mushy.
Mushy's cute. I can't help it. I'm a water sign. Just simply that, by ourselves, we are both good people that would do just fine in this world, but together, we really just, I don't know, there's just something about the two of us together that really just jives very well, I guess would be the thing. And, I don't think this would be possible if either one of us were on our own without each other. So I'm getting teary-eyed. I'm very fortunate to have him as a partner in business and in life. And it's been a really good first year.
Cool. You know what? I'm glad to hear that. It's always nice. It's always nice to hear the stories that go well. So often, especially when things have gone straight to Hades, it's nice to see that that you made an opportunity out of a situation.
We made lemonade out of lemons. That's what we did.
You know what? I'm not going to do it right now because I'm not going to look at my schedule while I'm on live stream because I have that much tack left and only that much. But let's get together later and we'll talk about. I definitely want to come up and visit. I probably won't be able to make it up to your grand reopening, although I am excited for you and I really hope it goes well.
Sure, it will. We've got a lot of awesome support.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
You all seem like fun. I like fun people. It seems like it's a dream project, so I'm in.
We're fun. I'm quirky and
it's always interesting here.
Yeah, there's never a dull moment. Nothing's ever the same twice, so
that's the way we like it.
Lots of variety.
Okay. So, is there anything else that you think people should know about your shop? How to get there?
I just say if you're ever coming to events, we have the full moon every single month, and then we have sometimes we do the new moon. Last year we did it just about every month. We're not going to do that this year. It's kind of like overkill. We're not really feeling it.
Right.
It's just too much every 2 weeks. But so we have the full moon every single month. It's usually either start time is 7 or 7:30. Make sure you check the time because we do try to start promptly just as a courtesy to everybody that has kids or has to work or, whatever.
Right.
If you want to shop, if you want to come early to shop, even if it's on a day we're typically closed, we will typically be open that whole day for the most part. So, you know, come early, do your shop and check things out. If you want to stay after, get a reading, do your shopping, then that's fine too. We're pretty flexible and laid back. Just when we have event time scheduled, we try to keep on it as much as possible, just out of courtesy for everybody else.
And also,
I need to come up there with my camera.
if we are closed, just get a hold of us on Facebook or whatever, because our house is right next door. When we're here, we'll open up for you. So if it's a day that we're closed and you're off or something, and like, oh, we want to make a trip here, just get a hold of us.
Yeah, just call, shoot us a text, Facebook message, whatever. Sundays, we usually, every now and again, we'll do a pop-up Sunday, and you'll see it on Facebook where we'll open up on a Sunday, but we try to save Sundays for like family day and just take a minute to breathe. Mondays is when we're typically closed, but like he said, we live like 20 feet from the building, so we will open the doors if you just heads up and available.
That's cool. Okay. Definitely we talked about how, we talked about your events. We talked about the shop. We showed off some of your beautiful minerals, which I am excited about. I really do need to come down there. I want to come down there on one of these full moon things and bring my camera with me. It sounds wonderful. It sounds like a lot of fun.
Yeah, where we sit at, the moon and the sun come up on the same side over there, so we get to watch the moon come up during the event. And then we have a big tree out here that we call our spiritual tree. We've had people hug the tree, but our fire pit's right there, so we all just kind of gather around in that area and watch the moon come up. Perfect, big old empty cow field out there.
That's cool. Okay, let's see. Do we cover everything? Do you think we got it all?
Thanks, sir.
I think so. We did a good job.
I think so. We thank you very, very. Joe, I don't know Joe, but hi, Joe. Thank you, Joe.
Waving.
The little thing you pulled up online to teach me a thing or two.
We appreciate you having us on.
Yeah.
We do appreciate that.
Yes.
I appreciate y'all coming. Like I said, we try to do a live stream, shameless self-promotion live stream at least once a month to get, everybody a chance to, help advertise, help solidify the pagan community in a lot of ways. So I'm really glad you guys could come on.
Absolutely. I'm glad. We want to reach out and help everybody.
Anytime.
Okay, so don't forget our cause of the month this month is the Mountaineer Pagan Nexus. Since Joe and Asen host the site, they are kind of stuck with that bill. So if anybody wants to donate a couple dollars so that they're not totally stuck with it, that's what the charity is this month. It's a great place. I've been having a lot of fun on there. It's got several chat rooms. It's very professionally done. So check it out. And, you can check out Sacred. What is your website again, dear?
SacredYana.com.
SacredYana.com. And you can check out DottieThePsychic.com. Safe travel and much profit to you.
Bye.
Bye.